What more can I say that you already have the power of distribution, and it just depends on whether or not you want to harness it and develop it. What do I mean by that? Let's jump right in. So after editing this morning, getting my lunch ready, feeding the dogs, taking a shower, getting ready myself, I wanted to jump in very, very quickly with the little remaining time that I did have this morning to talk about distribution. You all have noticed within the past few days that I have, again, reignited my efforts to basically, not efforts, but to I've actually been making videos. I got a new graphics package from my guy, Danny Edelman. Great graphics animation. Thanks for that, Danny. I really do appreciate it. And the reason why is because I understand one thing. I understand that we all have the power of distribution now. Now, I know as content creators, the sexy thing would be to, and if you can make it, to be on Netflix, to be on your Hulu. Amazon Prime is definitely a very, very reachable option because it's open to anybody without the aggregators. We have distribution, but I see a lot of content creators reaching for, your Netflix, your Hulu, your Redbox, and if you can make it up there, I encourage you and I applaud you, and if you can do it, then power to you. That's just not the route that I'm going, obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube. But if you can make it happen on those platforms, great, and power to you. For those of you who maybe don't have those plans and still wonder or ask, but what can I do, if I'm not trying to get to Netflix or HBO Go or whatnot, what can you do? Are you kidding me? Here's what you can do. You can get on your phone. It's a cell phone, but technically, really, if you go back to the early 1990s, the concept of Wayne's World, where you have a camera, two guys in a room, in that case, a basement, it was a show, and you had to have a lot of money back in those days with regards to having anything like what we all now have in our hands. I just like to say straight up, as somebody who works at a television station, you have a micro television station and all of the micro tools right here in your pocket to do the recording, to do the documenting, whatever your thing is. You also have a platform called YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube, because obviously if you're watching this pod or my video or whatever, if you're listening to it in the car or whatever, it's on YouTube. I'm not putting the videos out currently on Facebook's video thing or whatnot. The reason why I'm hitting YouTube hard is because it's a platform. It's a platform that's been democratized. I mean, it was democratized from the very beginning back in 2005, open and available to anybody who wanted to take advantage of it. And that's when I started to see back in 2005, okay, what is this YouTube thing, and why are people getting so famous on it? Why does it matter so much, and how, as a filmmaker, how can it help my situation? Why do I care? Why should I care so much about YouTube? And so, fact of the matter is, I searched and searched and searched to try to answer the question, what can this do for me? How can I harness YouTube for what I'm trying to do, when I see a lot of other vloggers or maybe other business people, doing different things vlogs or commercials and whatnot. You guys, it's there. It's open to everyone. Obviously, everyone from the very beginning have tried YouTube because it's there. Here's the thing that no one's going to tell you. YouTube is hard. YouTube is a whole other science and a whole other language, because and I do strongly recommend you do learning on keyword SEO, also thumbnail design, also title, description, and tag research. Also, that kind of goes back to keyword SEO. Also YouTube, just the structure of a video also. And it's another science. It's a whole other language that you have to learn, you have to study, you have to understand. And it's taken me a long ass time, because I've had my YouTube channel since 2007, but really I didn't get serious about vlogging till maybe I started screwing around with it in 2013, but it really wasn't until 2016 that I got really serious about it. Here's the reason why I did. I never wanted to be a YouTube personality and just kind of sit here in front of a camera looking right into the lens of basically the camera and see myself as somebody who's just gonna blah 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 blah. But now I understand why so many vloggers do that, because we have crossed over from a world of one piece of content, and I've done various videos in different forms, different incarnations about this topic. We've crossed over a long time ago from being a consumer culture, a video consumer culture of consuming only one piece of media back before the internet, and we had, well, not back before the internet, but back before we had streaming video, mature streaming video on the internet, on YouTube, back in even the days when it was 3x4. We've gone from, you know, maybe just the one movie that we're working on to now people want more content. People want more and more and more. And so that's why I get on here, because you can develop this YouTube platform, but it takes work. You have to learn the language of all those things I told you about: keyword SEO, title tags, descriptions, the design of the keyword SEO within the titles, tags, and descriptions, the thumbnails. It's a whole other language that you have to put work into. Frankly, you know, it's a two-sided thing with me, because on one hand, I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of this. Like, I'm tired of starting over and starting over and starting over. But at the same time also, when I'm not doing this, when I'm not talking to you guys, I think, damn, I'm not catering to you guys, my audience. I'm not giving or providing value to you guys. And I could be, and I should be, and I could be and should be developing my abilities to be able to serve you guys and to be able to put something on the table, to offer up something to you guys all the time. And so when I'm not doing it, I kind of get, I don't want to say down, but like, you know, I kind of get disappointed in myself. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, because I firmly believe that it's a platform that can be developed. The tools are there. It's there for everyone. It's there for you. It's there for me, especially when we all have, again, micro TV studios in our pockets, literally in our hands. Are you using it? And, you know, in those moments when I'm not, I realize, well, you know, there are other people that are definitely harnessing the hell out of it. And here's the other thing, it's like anything else. Like, if you're not harnessing it, guess what? Someone else is putting the work. They're beating you while you're still debating whether or not you should start. And so, and let's talk about age ranges also. Like, I do see some people my age, I do see some people older than me on YouTube. I'm in my late 30s. I do see some people in their 40s and their 50s, and they've reached certain levels of success. Some have blown up, some are, you know, definitely on their way. I look up to those people, but I also look up to the younger kiddos who hustle hard, and here's where everyone, you know, likes to take a dump on millennials. Millennials this, millennials that. One thing I really do admire about the millennials is that because of the internet, they see more options, and so they give themselves more of a license to explore those options if it's on YouTube. And one of those things is, you know, developing your channel. And so I admire that. I admire that these people have taken, you know, these younger people, or just anybody who's done it, even if they're older than me, I admire that they've taken this YouTube thing and worked at it and developed it and hustled hard on it. And that inspires me in the moments when I'm not doing it, to say, all right, like, somebody else is doing it, like, I can go ahead and do it myself. You know what I mean? Like, I need to get my butt into shape as well. Or my butt into gear, yeah, because I'm not in shape. But, you know, when I see other people, you know, who I've followed for, you know, maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's been 4 years or more, and I see their growth little by little by little by little by little, and I think, holy stuff, like, you know, this is possible. We all have the power of distribution, if you want to see it as such. If you want to try to go the other route and, you know, go straight for the big boys like your Netflix, your HBO Go, and you want to reach out to them, power to you. I applaud you, I support you in that, and if you're able to make something happen, let me know in the comments below. It's just not the route that I want to go, because when the internet has put in front of us an opportunity for each and every single one of us to have basically a mini TV studio, you know, where I'm in my room right here and I'm, you know, editing on that computer and then uploading, and then, you know, you guys see these videos. Like, why am I not going to do that? We all have the power of distribution. We all have the power of distribution, and and I'm just basically trying to harness the hell out of it by bringing you guys value. By the way, if there's ever anything that you guys want me to talk about, or maybe something that I can address, even if I don't know the answers, I'll try to find the answers for you guys. But you know, with 17 years in the local television news industry here in Tucson, Arizona, I probably have something to say with regards to, or I probably have something to offer up with regards to, you know, if you have any questions or whatnot. So let me know if you ever have anything that I can do for you with regards to information. But you guys, we all have the power of distribution. It's all right here. Yes, I do it, you know, on my phone. I'll bang out a video every now and then, but I mostly do it, you know, to where I can really get in there and take a look at the analytics and the details of the video and drop in some well-researched keywords and whatnot. We all have the power of distribution, you guys. We all have the power of distribution, and I have to remind myself of that every single day. And a lot of people, you're gonna hear a lot of cynicism from, you know, people, oh, YouTube's rigged, or, you know, I'm too late, or it's already oversaturated. Or is there a lot of content? We've all heard the stats, you know, like 5,000 hours are uploaded to YouTube every minute, or whatever the stat may be. We've all heard it before. And so if you're gonna use that as an excuse to not do your thing, delete for working a little bit. If you're gonna use that as an excuse to not do your thing, then that's your excuse. It takes work. It takes work if you really, really wanna harness, and it takes putting in the work, not just, you know, studying it, not just watching other videos, but you know, you have to do, and I have to force myself to do also. That's why, you know, I jump out of the shower and I want to make this video, because if I don't do it, if I don't force myself to do it, I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to harness the power of distribution. We all have the power of distribution on YouTube, or maybe your platform of choice is something else, Vimeo, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram. God, we can go on forever. There's more than I know about, so I'm not even going to try to pretend like I know everything about all the platforms out there. But the point is that, you know, whatever your platform of choice is, you have the power of distribution. And in another video, I'll talk about, you know, money, and you know, if you're trying to make money on YouTube, or if you're trying to blow up for purposes of money and financial gain, that is a topic that's definitely part of the equation. That's a big part, that's a big motivator as to why a lot of people get into this. I don't think it should be the reason why. I think it should be the symptom, if and when you're able to get to that level. But again, I'll do another video on that, and how I go about, you know, thinking about that whole area of YouTube. But you guys, it comes down to, you know, the power of distribution. You have the power of distribution on YouTube. Battery's charging, freaking battery died out on me. I'm gonna have to go in a little bit, in just a few minutes. Anyway, the question is, you guys, are you guys gonna put in the work? Do you wanna put in the work to develop your YouTube channel? Or are you just like, you know what, like F this, like it's too much work, I don't wanna do this. It's all up to you guys. Obviously, you know what I'm doing. I'm putting in the work and trying to share, trying to bring to the table whatever value that I can bring for you in my journey, in my process, because this is the process. You guys, that's what I've got for you. Like, what are you gonna do with this? Are you gonna just straight up ignore it? Or do you just use it to watch, you know, cat videos, or fight with other people on Facebook or Twitter, you know, or are you using it to build something, when we all have the potential to create basically a mini network, a micro network, or at least we can start at a micro level. Are you gonna use this? You have the power of distribution. What are you gonna do with it? I know what I'm doing with it, and it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop because when the potential's there, and I know that in moments when I might have slacked off, and I think, you know, you should be getting off your ass. You should be doing this. That's when I get off my ass, because you know what, I wanna harness it. We have the power of distribution right here, ladies and gentlemen, or if you wanna do it on a laptop, whatever. What are you gonna do with it? All right, everyone, I've got to run off to work. If you haven't hit subscribe, please hit subscribe, as well as that little bell. That way you're notified next time I make a new video. Also, oh my God, I just totally blanked out. Okay, also pick your poison with the links. The social links are down below. Everyone, if you guys have a higher power, consult your higher power. If not, run out there, do your thing, tell your stories. Don't ask for anyone's blessing, anyone's permission. Use the tools that are at hand. Don't be scared to literally roll up your sleeves and do the work, like the actual work the work that will have you develop your skills and just get you better and better at, like, you know, There's so many little things that you can control on the technical side. Everyone, my name is writer-director Edgar Ibarra. This has been Filmspiration, The Process. I love you. Adios.